Hello everyone, Silverconundrum here. I have a question for you. Do you know what happens Monday next week, September 1st? Well, that's when all the contracts from the Comex come due. People start taking physical delivery. That's when we get to find out if the Comex can actually support what they're supposed to be able to deliver. I figure in the next couple days, we'll see if they can make good on all the deliveries. If they cannot make delivery on the first, 7-8 days, we will know that there's something going on. If they can't, well, guess what? We will know another answer. We will know that the Comex is in trouble. That JP Morgan and Chase has now met their match. That we have taken enough silver off the shelves to hurt them. Guys, here's another little thing that you may not know. Did you know that in September, because it is a delivery month, you can purchase silver at spot price and still take physical delivery of it? So let's say, for example, you wait till September 3rd. Spot price drops down to $25 an ounce. You buy so many ounces at spot price, or so many shares, or whatever you want to call it. And then you decide by September 15th, you want to cash out. Well, guess what? They have to cash you out. They have to give you physical delivery. So a little bit of food for thought. So this upcoming month is going to be an exciting time for some of us. If you are going to be keeping your nose to the grindstone and watching what's going on, you may want to get your popcorn and your soda ready. Get your drinks, get whatever you want to get. Me, I'm going to be definitely keeping my eyes open, my popcorn ready, and my drinks by my side. So, whenever you see the exciting fireworks, you may or may not want to buy in just for the spite of things. You may want to buy in just so they can give you cash back. Just so you can feel them squirm just a little bit more. So, let me ask you another question. How do you know when you're broke? Like, how do you know when you can't afford your bills anymore? I asked this about our government, to be exact. So, let me put things in perspective for you. When the government taxes you beyond its limits, and then it raises all these fundraisers and things to pay for specialized programs, and they run out of money on that. And then they come up with new taxes to tax you, and they run out of money on that. What's left? Well, what is it? No answers? Nobody? Anybody? How about selling drugs? Now, some people say marijuana is not a drug. Some people say it is. Me, I could care less what you do with it. It's a natural herb that grows out the ground. As long as you don't add anything to it, I'm good with it. Don't give it to me. Don't give it to my kids. I don't care. What you do with your own body is your business. But however, we spent billions and billions of dollars since the late and mid 80s fighting the war on drugs. And all of a sudden, states are running out of money. And guess what happens? They resort to selling drugs. Now they're in a positive territory on their deficits. And now their bank books are now in the green. So they paid off all their debts. They're able to tax marijuana and other drugs. Ask yourself, if you were to do that, what would happen to you? Would you go to jail? Have you known people to go to jail? I have. I've known people who've gotten so far down on their luck, they resorted to trying to sell drugs in order to make ends meet. It didn't turn out well for them. Some of them did go to jail for minor possession. Some of them went to jail for intent to distribute. Even though they weren't doing anything different than what the government's doing in said states. But now that a specific state of Colorado has made so much money on it, other states are slowly going to it. They're decriminalizing. They're actually extorting other businesses and trying to talk them into doing it. So, when you run out of money, what do? These states have ran out of all this paper currency that's been printed out, and they're so far in debt. What do? What choice do they have? They have taxed us into oblivion. The average American, we spend, now this is just the average working American, not the people who live off the system, but the working American spends anywhere between 52 to 58% of their income goes to taxes. And when they keep piling on more and more taxes, well, eventually we get tired of it and we get hungry too. But yet, they expect us, as the taxpayers, to do nothing about it and be like, yes, sir, boss, we'll do whatever you want us to do, boss. Come on, boss, we'll go to work, boss. That's what they expect us to do. They expect us to be good citizens, good taxpayers, good debt slaves to the system. Your precious metals, guess what? They help you. They curb the debt that you incur. They help fight you against the inflation. So, I'm going to digress a little bit and go back to the original thing I was talking about. September, it's going to be an exciting month. We're going to find out what the Comex has been doing. We're going to see what they've got going on. We're going to see how much they've rigged the system and if they can actually dig themselves out of this hole. Or if they actually have the money to back up all the stuff that they've said. Because if not, they may have to do like some of the other states do. Resorting to selling drugs, figuratively speaking, to pay their debts. I mean, JP Morgan already has 6 of their guys up on charges for RICO charges. And they're going to settle out of court. We all know it. It's going to be in a couple hundreds of millions of dollars. But guess what? That's the cost of doing business, right? But again, we're going to find out what happens. What I'm trying to say to you is, folks, keep your eye on the prize. Keep stacking your metals. Do it at your own pace. Don't let no one or anything deter you from your beliefs. I'm out of here. You guys have a great day. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Later.